And good evening. We are live on Twitch now, broadcasting Star Wars Wayward Spirit. And we have reached the climax of this story, playing Star Wars Fantasy Flight game Star Wars Age of Rebellion. This planet Zorn is an important location to the Rebel Alliance because it houses some repair facilities, and those repair facilities are about to be subject to, or actually, we're at the beginning now of a battle in which they are being assaulted by the Empire. The characters have been assigned to try to defend the planet for as long as they can, trying to hold off before a larger Rebel armada arrives that will hopefully be able to clean things up. They've had a few hours to get some defenses together, and in fact, they have successfully put quite a few defenses together here that will be coming back to this screen quite a bit. You've converted droids to assist with the defense of the planet. You've created a couple of flak cannons. They don't have a lot of range or anything, but you can probably do something with them in the course of the battle. There is a ship named the Ikari 7, a pirate ship, that's agreed to throw in at least for a while with you, and that's agreed to help teach some of the civilians on the ground some skills, fighting skills. You've managed to convey a bad planetary landing site to the Empire that's going to give you some advantages in the battle. You've got some additional anti-vehicle weapons that you can deploy on the surface, and you've got 6 fighters that are actually deployed, ready to deploy on the surface, while 6 remain in space. Your human soldiers are going to be fighting with some inspiration at the beginning. You've got some Mandalorians you've recruited, and you've got some inspired pilots. And we are ready to get this battle rolling. So, let's get to the right screen now.
Roll Destiny?
Yeah, we do need to roll Destiny. Thank you.
Clean the pool?
Hang on a second. I'm going to do that.
It's summertime.
Pool boy GM Matt.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, we're ready to roll.
All right, Criven, can you do it?
Oh fuck! Oh no!
Oh, bad.
Oh, that's not awful.
Yeah.
5 and
There
3.
you go, Matt.
No, wait, we're
Yeah!
Ah, there we go. Okay.
yeah. Oh man,
All right.
starting
Alright.
it up right.
That fucking works. That
We're starting out
You
with a
did.
7 and 3 tonight.
Hey,
Too
Matt.
awful. Yes.
Can I start with my Force dice committed and my pilots in formation already?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to set up our battleground now here. We've got in the upper right-hand corner, we've got the Imperial Star Destroyer, and then we've got actually a Gladiator, and then there's another Imperial Raider, as well as another Gladiator that is present on the battlefield, and they've all arrived, just come out of hyperspace, just as we ended the last session. Between them and the planet is this orbital debris field. You'll recall that there was a massive battle on this planet during the Clone Wars, and there's still ships and all kinds of things that are floating around in orbit that everybody's got to navigate around. There is an area where a couple of the repair ships that have been engineered by the repair facility on Zorn are located. It's not in the direct path of the Star Destroyers, but it is a little bit off to the side from where they are. I've got the Liberator on this map, although you can position it kind of wherever you want to begin the battle. I don't know that we really talked through what that was going to look like. And then last couple of things we need to do is we need to get the Spirit and we need to get Andon and his fighters out on the board. So let me see if I can get. I thought I had a token for the spirit, but maybe I don't. So who's piloting the spirit right now?
It's me.
Okay, so I'm going to put Cribben out there.
We're all gonna die.
No, that's true.
So Andon's token is going to represent the Wayward Spirit. Andon's token is going to represent Ataru Squadron. Cribben is going to represent the Wayward Spirit. And then any of you should be able to move the Liberator around on that map.
We can't, or I can't at least.
All right, then probably none of you can. So let me get that corrected real quick.
And I don't know about you, Cribben, but I was thinking we put the Liberator closer to southwest on this map, try to lure the Imperials away from the repair ships.
Define repair ships.
So in the ship repair facilities that have been used in the Zorn, that are used by the repair facility that's on Zorn, there are actually 2 retrofitted ships that kind of hide in orbit there, away from long-range detection at least. And they've just been these really cleverly but not structurally sound. They've been assembled in a clever but not structurally sound way. And so part of what needs to be done that has not been done yet is those ships need to get retrofitted where they can be transported to another location. But right now they're just kind of floating around in the debris field. I don't know if you remember crossing with those ships, but like in our very first encounter, you actually cross paths with those ships.
I recall now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And
So yeah, I was thinking maybe have the Liberator like down here, so to speak, and then have it retreat this way so that it tries to lure the Imperial ships away from the repair ships and away from the direct line to the planet.
Yeah, great idea. Glad I thought of it.
Okay. And then if you want to deal with fighters, because IG is real good at that, I think my Torps might be better at dealing with transports. So Andon was going to kind of have his ships hiding in the debris over here.
Can you move the Liberator around now?
No. Is it something you have to do on the token?
Well, maybe, because that's the only thing I can figure. Because I've got the sheet where it can be controlled by anybody. Oh, there we go. It's not linked. The token's not linked.
I dragged another one out.
Is this like the issue with my old token?
Yeah, I think it
Probably.
might be.
There, I made a new one.
You made a new token?
Yeah, I was able to drag the character listing, so to speak, out, and it made a new token.
Can that one be moved around?
I can move it at least.
Anybody else move it around?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
I think it might have been.
Well, it doesn't matter for me.
Might have been 'cause
so.
you
maybe it's because I
created
created it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it now.
Well, I deleted the second one.
Oh, I'm trying to find the Liberator. There it is. Okay.
Yay! Now I can move that one.
Yeah, now everybody should be able to move the Liberator around.
Yes.
Okay.
But you'll probably want to come in here with us, try to deal with the fighters. That way I can, if you can't fly, I can rescue you. So.
And then just so I can keep track of it, I'm going to put Nada and Kira on the surface of the planet.
Are we the only 2 on the planet?
I think so.
Or is Dancel on the guns as well?
Danzel was probably going to be trying to do either. Well, what I was going to say is, at some point here, Danzel kind of flipped through the manual for flying the whatever this YT 2400. No, 1300.
Doesn't sound like you read it very well, buddy. That's a YT.
Look, I looked at the diagrams. Okay, so he has 1 piloting skill now, so he's pretty much an ace. He would be on the spirit in some form or the other, whether it's he could take over flying and let Cribben do leadership stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
fuck it.
Or-
I should be aboard the Liberator.
Yeah, but then you gotta take a shuttle down to the surface, so you should probably just stay on the Spirit.
Dude, I love getting so. Dude, can I be on this? Can I be on the Liberator? I'm the guy. I want to be over there.
Yeah, you can be on the Liberator.
Then can we please use Danzel's token to represent the Spirit, and I'm just gonna be over on the Liberator.
Perfect.
All right, we got everybody out on the board now, I think.
Do we have a stat sheet for the spirit?
It's
Oh, I
on,
have it built into my character
it's
sheet.
on Endon's character sheet. Yep.
Okay.
If you go to the Vehicles tab, it's the Starship. I have the X-Wing as the land vehicle or whatever, so...
Right. Well, if I start messing through your sheet, it's going to be flipping through it on your page too.
Yeah, it is... Basically,
just take a
it's,
screenshot and send it
it's
to him.
stock, but with engines up to 4, I believe.
Okay, I'll do a quick and dirty, throw that together on my sheet here.
Okay,
And
I'll,
what's the targeting system we have on that?
I'm looking right now in my character builder. I
Yeah,
forgot
it's
about
a-
that targeting
so that-
system.
I need to give everybody else control of Endon's sheet. Then.
Well, that's,
Basically, you to upgrade your gunnery checks once, and you have the ability to true aim once.
Holy crap. Okay.
And this is a 1300?
24.
24.
Now is
Should have
that
read it better.
passive?
The true aim is not passive, but it's an additional rank in true aim for you.
Okay. Holy crap. Alright.
Did you forget about that?
We didn't. I don't think we had those guns last time.
I thought we did, but I could be
Or-
wrong.
Or maybe I didn't have that many ranks.
It may have been a while since she's fired the guns on the Spirit. I don't know.
Welcome home, buddy.
No kidding.
Well, that's why with all your linked, you deal with the ties. I'll torp the heavier things.
I'm not even getting out when we get to the surface. I'll fight from in the ship.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised.
There's some good initiatives.
Yeah,
I like those.
there's going to be one that's a little bit better here. I may have to roll it manually, though.
Yeah, that one is a little bit better than the rest of
I like that one too.
Okay, let's try this again. Yeah.
Oh God. Oh boy.
So I only have one PC right now.
Cribben
In
rolled a
the
manual cool, so he'll have
yeah.
to put him.
God, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, but you got a 3-2?
Yep.
My roll 20 is running slow tonight. Or possibly because I've got such a big map with so much going on, it's running slowly.
Don't tell us that. We can't see that yet.
You can't see the PC 3-2 yet?
No, I mean we can't see all the whole so much going on.
Oh, I mean, it's
If
just, there's a
swarms
lot of
TIE fighter squadrons.
tokens and things on there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't see any TIE Fighter Squadron yet. Okay, so, okay. So, I've only got 2 PCs right now in initiative.
Dancel rolled vigilance. He got a 1-1.
Okay, you want to roll cool for initiative,
Yeah.
Dancel? That you'll probably do better. and roll it as an initiative roll instead of a vigilance.
And then IG needs to roll too.
Yep.
I'm sure your cool is fantastic.
Not really.
So this is going to be really interesting. All the NPCs going after. Well, there's one PC that slot that'll come along later.
Ranks rapid reaction do I have?
And people and the two that are on the planet. This we're going to stick with this for a long time, so y'all can go ahead and roll cool as well.
Okay, rolling cool.
Cool as initiative, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry,
Just
I had that.
subtract the threat. It won't.
Yeah.
Actually,
Everything else.
it doesn't matter. You're like at the top of it by
My
8
body is
miles.
ready.
All right, so
See, the annoying thing for me is I don't want to pounce this ambush until the fighters get close.
Which, well, we can just spend our whole turn aiming.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do.
So we've got the 2 turrets on the spirit. Which one is, or is somebody on both of them?
IG would be on the ventral turret because that's the quad laser.
Right.
Okay. The
The other
dorsal
one?
It's a
is the
twin medium.
Okay.
The other one's always buddy.
I can't see anything on the map anymore.
is anybody else having that problem?
No.
No.
Is it possible you've zoomed in or out of it much?
Is it possible I screwed something up? Yeah, I suppose.
What does it look like?
I reloaded. I see it all.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. So for those of you that are new, here's how we do mass combat in large battles like this. We've set a turn order here for you all to follow through the battle. And what we're going to do is give every PC a turn, just like you ordinarily would. And every NPC sort of gets a turn. It works a little bit different because we're on such a large scale here. But the NPC slots are opportunities for me to create problems as much as they are specific units doing specific things. So each turn is what we're going to call a loose combat turn. That means each time you take a turn, you're really only going to get to fire once if you fire a weapon, but a lot of times the movement is going to, and other things that are going on during your turn are going to be more extensive than what would ordinarily go on within 10 seconds, because it's a large battle and there's just a whole lot that's going on. When we reach the end of a combat round, and we might make it 2 rounds here, depending on how things go, every 2 rounds, then we do a mass combat check using the mass combat rules. So we basically what we're doing is switching from character to character to character, with each of you taking an action, whatever kind of action you like, with the NPCs acting when they have slots in different ways. And then get to the end of the round, we make a mass combat check. Normally, the bridge commander does the mass combat check, and there is actually a whole separate sheet that you'll see that's on in the journal that is specifically designated as a mass combat dice pool. And so you can actually just keep that open and adjust it as we make all the different rolls if you want to, Eric. If you want somebody else to do the rolls, that's fine too. But that's just kind of typically.
I just trust me to fuck it all up mechanically. I work in IT. I don't know how.
I'm gonna have enough to do, or else I'd volunteer because I'm into that. But
I'll do it. I'm gonna fuck it up.
I don't want to bogart half this encounter.
All right, so
Put it up in a good way for us.
Your initiative isn't in order, Matt.
What? How?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, some of the
no,
NPCs.
some of
Yeah, if you have the ear of the guys that designed this, I don't know if they can change it to decimal points, because it's going to be a rare scenario where someone gets 10 advantages and it rolls over, because then it would sort automatically.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we got it now.
There's one PC that needs to move up.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The 02 needs to be above the 02 NPC.
Okay, I think now we've got it.
I think we do too. And I have a question.
Sure.
Since we're rolling cool and we're kind of ambushing them, can we not start, so to speak, until they get properly close?
You can begin at any point you want to begin at. Like you can set your range at the start if you want. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. Because my plan was to basically try to wait until I want to see what the Imperials deploy first, and wait until either have the Liberator visible as bait.
And I am about to give you an idea of what they're doing before you have to take your turn. So if that's what you're getting at, yeah. So the ships have come. The 3 capital ships have come out of hyperspace, and they begin to advance very slowly, more or less in a direct line towards Zorn. And as they do so, you see about 3 squadrons of TIE fighters and a squadron of TIE bombers that break off from the Imperial Star Destroyer and begin moving generally in this direction, like a trajectory that's going to take them along this path right here. There's a number of other TIE fighters that are deploying, but almost all of them are deploying in a defensive position around Starfighter and around the capital ships in general, just trying to create kind of a fighter perimeter around those ships. And that's a lot. I mean, at 5-6 squadrons, something like that. They do not seem to immediately be aware that there's a whole lot out here. I mean, this is a surprise type situation for them. And so that's what they're doing. And we are set for the first PC's turn now.
What range would you say it is from the Liberator to the Star Destroyer?
From the Liberator to the Star Destroyer right now, it is. I would consider it to be extreme range. You know what? Let's call it long range.
Cribben, do you want to open fire on the capital ships and try to lure their attention, bring their fighters swinging around into us?
That makes sense to me. I was kind of waiting for the dramatic moment. Is this it? Do we feel dramatic? Do I push the button?
Dancel, do you want to be over here with the Atarus, or you want to be over there with the repair ships?
Probably over there with the Atarus, actually, is where it would be. So.
Okay. I think this is the dramatic moment. I'm imagining Andon upside down relative to the planet, clinging to a piece of debris on his X-Wing.
That's
just like everything's dark except 2 lights in the cockpit.
Cribben is the expert on drama here.
Mm-hmm.
Thespian trapped in a man's body.
I giggled, but I forgot to hit my push to talk. But I giggled. Yeah, I liked it. All right, good. Okay, so once it pulls into range, then I'm picturing like a real tense room. Everybody's quiet on the command bridge. Pretty calm about it. Orders the open fire. Let's do this.
Okay. So we're just starting out on a combat here. So why don't you make a leadership check? Going to add a couple of setback to it because you've got nervous but inspired crew members, and the leadership check will be against 2 purple and 1 red.
How many setback?
2. You may be able to cancel some of those talents. Yeah.
Those don't even apply to me, buddy. Don't even count.
So
no, hold on. I add 1 blue and I wait. I think I built that in. It's all automatic now. I won't fuck with it.
Is he targeting the fighters or the capital ships?
I would target the Raider or the Gladiator.
I'm firing on the Raider.
Okay.
Good plan. Let's show those Imperials what a ship falling apart looks like right away.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
As he does this, or maybe even like, if he's okay with it, if we could bump him down once in the initiative order, could I do the slice enemy systems action and like reduce their defense on their front zone?
Okay. So one thing you'll want to always distinguish is, are you doing it with ships that you're engaged with so that it affects character turns, character actions, or are you doing it with ships that are going to get mixed into the mass combat? And I don't care which. It'll affect mechanically when we address that. We address it when somebody hits a ship that's engaged with a character, or we'll address it when we get to the mass combat check.
If we're doing the Liberator's fire on the mass combat turn, which I'm kind of guessing we might be.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
I'd want it to be then.
Okay.
I'm wanting this to affect the Liberator's attack on the larger ship.
You're wanting it to... Okay. All right. So we're going to do a slicing.
So that one's a hard computers check.
Okay, that's...
You
Need some
might want some
difficulty.
purple dice.
Why did
yeah,
that not go?
that makes a difference.
All right, let's try that again.
That's better.
I like that one more.
Yeah. Yeah, that one actually looks a little better. So you got the advantage in that you are successful, and that'll give your forces a boost in the mass combat check. So you do make a successful slice there. You've got a couple of things to spend there if you want to.
Okay. With that advantage, can I? Could I spend that to give some kind of like some boost to the attack itself, like a blue die or something like that?
To the mass combat check?
Right.
Yeah, you've already got that. You can have a...
Okay.
You've already got the boost. That with that triumph, you could have a second boost. Or
With a triumph, can he get an upgrade, or?
You could even downgrade their check with that triumph.
I think I might do that, yeah.
Okay.
So a boost and a downgrade.
Okay. All right. So Danzel's sitting in his screen there, and all this text is just flowing across it, and then all of a sudden, successful slice shows up, and you can just see all of these systems on the ship beginning to power down, going from green to red, green to red, green to red, green to red. And somewhere there's an Imperial officer slamming his console, trying to figure out what's going on. All right, so that was our first PC slot, right? That's our second one.
First, we were going to have him go before Cribben.
Okay, and then Cribben is going to do the leadership check.
I've made the roll.
Did you?
I can re-roll it if you want.
No, that's all right. All right, so Cribben's managed to add another boost in as well on the mass combat with his leadership check. It's a lot of notes to keep track of here. All right.
What range are the Spirit and the X-Wings to the ties?
Put those at medium range.
Okay. Look here. Do.
And when we get to Nada and Kira, y'all will give basically what you'll have at this point is a chance. If you've got some way you want to contribute, you can do that. Otherwise, we'll give you a chance to role play as you're kind of watching all this unfold.
Yeah.
Medium range. Okay. Do you want to go ahead, Danzel?
He just went.
Yeah. That was my turn.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so I guess you're not.
If you want to wait, you can throw it
Yeah,
to
I'm just
either
gonna-
Kira or to Arnada. I mean, that's an option.
Yeah. Or
Uh,
yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, I mean, Kara can do a 4C check. We'll see what's gonna happen. Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's see.
And
oh, wow.
How badly does Kira want to see what's going to happen?
There's only
Scared
one
is she
destiny
for-
point to get all 4 of those, so
Is that 4 conflict?
That's 4
Yes.
conflict, yeah. If you spend all 4, it's 4 conflict.
how stressed is she about her baby brother?
yeah, her sweet baby brother.
Give me 2.
2, coward.
Well, let's start with 1.
Okay.
You see a face, and
Oh.
this face looks like some kind of alien. You're not sure you can identify it, and
Okay.
it looks like he is probably an inquisitor.
Oh, for crying
And
out
he's
loud.
looking away from you, and then he zips his head around and he looks back at you.
All right. Can I identify anything significant about him?
For the second conflict,
Yeah. Does he say anything?
yeah, you can see that he's holding a lightsaber.
Oh, come on. He's an Inquisitor. I should have known that. That's not worth 2 conflicts.
Okay, so I that's fair enough. That's fair enough. He says to you, "You shouldn't have come here."
Can I flick him off?
You're seeing. You're
I don't care. I'm just
you're
gonna
not astral projecting.
just in character. Kara just does the space bird or something.
Great. So now you just in your trance you flipped Nada Ali off, and she's wondering what she did.
I'm sorry. Did I offend
Oh
you?
no, I'm sorry. I do this thing where I try and look into the future. It's kind of weird to explain. Sometimes it just
Nada is just
happens.
nodding.
Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes I try and focus. But remember how I was talking about sometimes we fight Inquisitors?
You did mention that.
Yeah, I think if what I saw is going to happen, you might get to fight one too.
Nada Ali pauses for a moment.
Oh, they're pushovers, don't worry.
She opens her kit and begins getting out the stim and begins walking towards Kira with it.
Oh, stim me the F up. Can I get a stim? Can I get a stim?
I can do my my advanced thingamabobber.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
willpower one.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now.
Yes.
So let's have an NPC turn, and then we'll get back around to Nada's turn there. Then
Okay.
Is Kara going to inform the rest of us of this?
Yeah, I guess so. Hold on. Comms. I guess she'd be like, hey, and don't want to bother you too much, but kind of saw an Inquisitor in my dreams.
Okay.
Just heads up.
All right, Atarus, and Liberator, Sensor Crew, I want notice of anything that looks cooler than a regular tie, fancier than a regular tie, blowing things up better than a regular tie, any fancy shuttles, any shuttles that seem to be staying away from the main group. I need to know about that.
All right. And on this NPC turn, we're going to advance the TIE fighters and the TIE bombers as they move. And you can tell now they're clearly headed in a trajectory straight toward the repair ships.
Okay. Are they at short range with us now?
They are now at short range.
Did I damage the raider?
When we roll for mass combat, we'll check
Sweet.
that. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Sorry, it takes a little bit to get the hang of it, but it's worked pretty well for us in the past.
I think we had a... So is that... Okay, so that NPC's out of order.
I could swear that was not just a straight 0 a minute ago.
No, there was a straight 0.
Yeah, but it's
This
before the 02s.
I'm sure it's fine, Taylor.
Yeah, there was something else there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is either. I think it'll make things less boring if it stays there anyway.
Well, that's fine. So are we at that PC slot now, though? The 02 PC?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Andon is going to tell his squadron to line up torps on the bombers.
Okay.
He's gonna link both tubes, and then basically unleash a salvo of torpedoes against the TIE bombers.
Okay. All right. So the X-wings kind of dash around the side of the of some of the debris, and just all of a sudden this massive salvo launches toward the. You're specifically going for the bombers, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And I don't have the X-wing's weapons in here, so I'll just have to make a gunnery check.
Okay.
Bombers don't have shields, right? I mean, I know they don't, but I want to make sure they don't have defense for some reason in the game.
Yeah, let me check.
And my Astromech's assisting. I get to upgrade once from the Force.
Check on the bombers right now. Oh, I thought I had that ready.
That's right, I have to look something up real quick.
Well, I got the fighter, but not the bomber. Okay, hang on.
Geez, Taylor, you don't know these off the top of your head?
No, I've been trying not to memorize them because it hasn't come up for my GMing, and I don't want to have meta knowledge. I mean, I could look, but... no, they have no shields.
Okay, so add no defense then.
Yeah, and then I also... getting something.
So are you squatted up with the other X-wings?
Yes.
Okay.
So they will get to make an attack if I get a triumph. Speaking of which, I'm going to use Showboat.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So if I succeed on this check, add a triumph, but not the extra success to the roll.
Okay.
And let's see what we get here. This is about to get weak.
What?
All right.
That happened.
What?
Isn't Showboat you get another triumph?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you do Showboat as an attack and not as a pilot check?
Anytime you're using a vehicle.
Okay.
So it would apply to gunnery too, I
Okay.
think. I was going to ask you if you thought it would apply to Corellian send-off, but I forgot to. Because that's a cool check, but using the vehicle. So,
All right. So we're dealing. So we've got breach 6,
blast 6.
damage. Blast 6, breach 6, damage 8 plus
5
5
is 13.
Is 13.
Yeah, I'm going to activate blast, and I'm going to activate linked.
And yep, they are linked as well.
You kill 15 TIE fighters.
And then
All right.
I don't even know what to spend. Can I guess I can have one triumph. I can have my goons attack. So let me whip that up real quick. They get astromechs. They have 3 agility, and there are 5 of them, so they get 4. So that's 3 yellow dice and a green, 2 purple. Let's see what they can do. Okay, so they get to deal another 11 damage, breach 6.
Yeah, so we've got 13 times 2, because it's linked, is 26. Plus 3 more is total of 29 points, right?
Yep. And then blast.
And then we've got a blast that's going to add
11 damage to everything in its range. Excuse
Okay.
me. Yeah, close, not short.
Yeah, no, you're right. But that's not going to have breach, I'm going to guess.
I think it does.
It has the same
I
qualities as the
will
previous
look.
one?
I will look and see if I can find that Q&A, but I believe one of the designers said that the blast gets the breach.
Okay. We'll just treat it that way.
Okay.
All right. So that wipes out 10 of the TIE bombers. There's a dozen of them. That wipes out 10 of them. Just
Wow.
this massive assault on those bombers from Ataru Squadron as it moves around the corner there.
And then I'd like to spend the other triumph to gain a free maneuver and go evasive.
Okay.
And that's from me.
All right. And that brings us to the next NPC slot. So you have to kind of line up your ships at an angle toward the fighters and the bombers in order to fire off these torpedoes. And now you're just kind of moving through this massive swarm of ships, just like Coruscant or Vision last time. They're just everywhere. You never experienced anything like this. They're just flying past you right and left everywhere. There's turbo laser fire that's coming at you. And going to fire their laser cannons.
Are they shooting at me?
Yeah, they're shooting specifically at you.
Okay, so they will have to upgrade 3 times?
What?
1 for the evasive maneuvers and 2 from my sense power.
Okay.
And I have 2 shields front right now. Oh, and I'm in screen formation, so 3 shields front.
All right.
Jesus.
Just no.
Yeah.
So they
See, this is why I've got a music stand full of books, because I don't want to take up everyone's
Oh,
time just
snap.
because I have a lot of stuff to do.
Oh, no, it has to be upgraded, doesn't it?
Yeah, that wasn't upgraded.
I put 2 upgrades in there.
Did you click F like?
And it's got to be 3.
Yeah, no, I was typing it in as text using a macro.
Oh.
So maybe I didn't do the upgrade correct on that. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to make it 2 red instead. You said 3 upgrades though, right?
Yeah, so it's got to be 2 red and a perp.
And then 3 black.
Yep.
And Yeah, I'll go ahead and put a boost in there for aiming.
Should just use a destiny point now. What? Oh my god.
Oh, there's your vision, Kara.
And so that is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. They can't do any link damage, though.
Geez, Scoob.
You can pass this off to your squadron if you want to. You're going to have
How
to
much
take
damage is it?
11.
8? 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
So how many ships in your squadron would it take? You basically all of your damage takes one ship out. I think is how the squadron rules work.
Yeah, each hit, yeah, it's one ship.
All right, so you actually see kind of over your shoulder, you see an explosion, and one of the X-wings in your squadron goes spinning out off into the darkness. You're not sure at this point whether the pilot survived it or not.
Which one was it, Taylor?
I'll have to look in a minute. I'm looking at what to send those thread on.
I rolled a d6 for you.
I see that, although it needed to be a d5.
D6 was in case it was an out-of-body experience and you died.
This is possible.
Ghost X-Wing. New game.
Can I spend that to the active character grants the enemy a significant advantage in the ongoing encounter, which decreases the difficulty of any checks made against them by 1 until the beginning of their next turn?
So we're increasing the difficulty of checks made against you and your squadron?
No, the ties. The active character being the ties. Decreasing the difficulty of checks made against them.
All right.
So they come in a little too low and slow straight on to...
Okay.
They're going to pay for it.
Sacrifice sure footing for a killing stroke.
Done. All right, so this gets us now to Kate. I think you're the last one. Nada's the last one.
Yeah.
Oh boy, so yeah, I'm gonna roid up Kira and as many nearby Mandos as I can.
Okay.
We're short 1 MP slot then.
Yeah, did IG go?
No.
Oh, yeah.
We're short one somewhere.
We're short a PC slot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting 6 of them. I think we skipped through one that should have been yours earlier. So I'll after Nada's gone, then you get a turn. IG will get a turn. Yeah.
Stim me up.
Yep. Hold on. I gotta figure out my roll. It's gonna be a hard medicine check. Oh boy.
That's what Nada says. Hold on, I gotta figure out my medicine check. Sit tight.
Hey, Matt, I have a question.
Sure.
Did Atari Squadron ever get a replacement for the one that died in the last battle?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can consider it to be a full squadron.
Okay.
Did you kill the new guy?
No, I never made a new guy, so I gotta...
Yay, do I get the increased willpower?
Yep.
Nice.
And that's for the remainder of the encounter?
Yes, and would it be possible, I just checked on my inventory, would it have been possible to grab some more stim packs prior to the battle? Because I have like 3 on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean there's plenty of them on the Liberator.
Okay, how many could I have grabbed just so I have an inventory?
To personally carry on you?
Yes.
I
mean, there's obviously some in the med bay, but...
I'd say it's easy for you to carry 10. Just kind of clipped onto your belt in different places.
Can do. All right, I will mark that down. Now, with the stim application thing, does it only apply to Kira, and as far as this like mass combat thing goes, or can I apply it to multiple people?
You can go ahead and make another medicine check to apply it to multiple people.
All right, would that be another strain that I would take, or no? Because we're kind of
Yeah, I think it'd be good to take a strain since you're trying to do two things at this point. I'd like to do that.
Okay, I will roll another medicine check. Two. Okay, that doesn't go off.
You got some advantage though, so if you want to spend that for something, you can do that.
I don't think with advanced stim application that's kind of how it works. So.
Okay.
But what could I? If you're letting me spend it on stuff, what could I spend it on potentially?
Upgrades, checks, or like boosts.
Yeah, can I potentially give Kira a boost to her next check?
Yeah, or if you want to, try again the next turn, you can have an upgrade and a boost on this same check.
Okay. All right. I'll mark down my 2 strain then, for one for Kira and then one for the mass group.
Right. I think the difficulty with the Kira would be we're not sure what her next check will be or if she'll even try a check on her next turn. And so that's kind of where I'm struggling on that. But
okay. I'll save it for myself for my next medicine check.
Okay. All right.
Can do. All right.
Then that gets us to IG then.
All right. What is the damage on this quad laser?
5
billion.
5.
I'm almost certain it's 5.
Link it 3 times, right?
Correct.
All right. I don't have it on my sheet, so I'm gonna have to just gunnery check. What I
Quad
get.
laser cannon.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 crit 3
Accurate 1, so add a boost die.
and
Linked
Oh.
3.
That. All right.
Don't forget your extra rank of true aim from the gunnery module in the ship, and the extra rank in gunnery, or the extra upgrade anyway.
So how many upgrades total?
So if you're doing true aim, you get 1 more than you normally would, and
Yep.
you get 1 more just regular. And are you shooting at the
crap.
fighters?
Yes, I'm gonna stay on the fire.
Decrease the difficulty 1, so it'll just be 1 purple. Because of my 3 threat that I spent.
Okay.
So if you thought I was scary,
Yes, this is gonna be horrendous.
4
Okay.
blank yellow dice because they queued the random numbers generator at the same time.
All right. So I'm gonna line up on fighters that just made the run at Taru Squad.
Okay.
And true aim, here we go. That's kind of crappy, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
that's-
those pretty good.
That's 9 times 3, right? Because
think so.
you're gonna
Yeah,
have to say
4.
times 4.
Yeah, because I'm gonna link as many times as possible there.
All right.
But that has to be on the same target, correct?
The same
you're targeting
minion
a
group
minion
or
group.
whatever, yeah. So
Same minion group. Okay.
And we're
Yeah, you can-
targeting the fighters, right?
Yes.
So you've got 3 advantage left as well.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and crit a spare.
Okay, so you're going to add a crit on top of it. All right.
You can spend a triumph to force an enemy craft. Well, I guess it's the same effect.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just trying to mow down as many fighters so you can concentrate on the bombers.
All right. So the first one takes 1 out. The second one takes 2 out. Third one takes 1 out. Fourth one takes 2 out. So you just covering the sky with fire, and boom, 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 and then the crit takes another one out. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ties taken out.
He dodges into debris or something.
Yep.
So you definitely put a dent in them, but there's just still a massive number of them right now.
Right. So you said there were 3 squadrons of fighters?
Yes. Or a total of 36. All right. So that gets us to NPC slots, some NPC slots. And in these slots, we just kind of see the Star Destroyer and the Gladiators and the Raider all kind of continue to advance, and they are opening fire on the Liberator as it's kind of exposed itself, kind of moving around the corner there. So there's a lot of fire right now that's being focused on the Liberator. And I'm going to put him just at the edge of the debris field. All right. So that ends the first turn. Let's do a mass combat check. So
Hell yeah.
So we're going to give the Imperials a force size for purposes of this battle. We're going to give them a force size of 5. And we're going to give you a force size of 3.
Cool.
So, and then what is your leadership, Eric?
Well,
do we know what Cribben's leadership is? Is he
No
there?
idea.
Did we lose him?
Hey, I'm here. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yes, it's 2 yellows and 2 greens.
Okay, you've got a leadership of 2.
That's right.
Okay, so you're going to be
and a
rolling.
boost.
So
Don't you get to use cool?
instead of leadership?
Oh, I guess it's the same thing on your sheet. But yeah, I think he gets to use cool instead of leadership as a figurehead if he has that talent.
All right. So what is your cool?
It's the same thing.
Same thing. Okay. So we're going to start with a base of 2 yellow and 1 green. And then that base is going to, you got 2 boosts that you've earned on that. And from the slicing. And then they're going to roll 5. Well, they're going to start with 5 purple, and then so it's going to be 2 purple and 3 red, but then that actually gets downgraded once due to the slicing effort. So it's actually just going to be 2 purple and 2 red. And is there anything else I'm forgetting here? I've got the slicing attempt and the 2 boosts that come from leadership check and the slicing, and the downgrade that comes from the slicing. And I think I've taken account of everything now. So the pool of 2 purple, 2. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if Cribben gets like boosts on leadership checks, would that apply here? Or
Yes,
no?
it would.
So I've set in the dice pool 2 blues, 1 green, 2 yellows, 2 purples, and 2 reds. And now with all that, I then roll my leadership.
No, you just roll the dice pool the way it is.
But I think you get an extra boost because I think you get a boost to leadership checks. Don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can add a 3rd boost into that.
How is my leadership skill figured into this? I don't really get it.
It upgrades the force strength. So you have.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can we use a destiny point on this?
Too late.
All right, so we're going to nullify.
But hold on, I'll use my natural leader. Hey, it's me, your natural leader. I'm gonna roll this, and then I'm gonna spend me a destiny point to make one of these. The green is a yellow now.
Okay. So you're going to roll.
Oh my god.
Hey boys, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
All right. So the fire from all of these ships is just tearing into the Liberator. It's torn to its shields. Um, we're going to go ahead and roll a crit for the Liberator. And the best way is just roll a D100, and we'll just read it off the chart.
What was the result of my check on my turn? Like when I did the leadership roll from that, what did that do?
It gave you a boost die on the mass combat.
Okay, neat.
Yeah. So somebody just roll a D100. We'll figure out what the crit is. So the 44.
Can't you just roll it directly on the Liberator, though?
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much work. I already rolled something.
All right. So we actually get a tailspin.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not good.
So the Liberator kind of starts beginning to kind of spin back away from the fire into the debris field. And so there's people shouting, and there's fires all over the place, and it's gone dark. Some of the hallways have gone dark, and the pilot's shouting at Cribbin about how he's losing control over the ship. And with that, we'll run another turn here in a minute, but let's take a break for about 5 minutes. Give everybody a chance to stretch and get up and go to the restroom and such, and then we'll come on back.
Hey,
Alrighty.
incidentally, Matt,
Yeah.
where's our
Okay, we are back then, and at the start of round 2 with a player character slot.
IG.
Yeah.
Do you want to follow up with those TIE bombers, and I can try to do some of that torp blasting on the fighters, since they're just so densely packed?
Sure. How many bombers are left?
There's
Two.
two of them left right now.
All right.
Destroy
Pour
them.
at my droid.
We will do the same thing as last time. Oh, I gotta take out one of those advantages. Back to 2 difficulty, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right, here we go.
Okay, so that's 5.
Did you do your? You missed. You didn't hit gunnery. You hit that dice pool.
Yes, I did. All right, hold on. Let me roll
That's
that
a
again.
low
That is
roll.
real low for IG.
Yeah.
There's no way that's correct.
All right, there we go.
That's correct.
All right, so this is another 9 points that you can activate all 3 times.
Did you
Yep.
true aim?
Yes.
You get another boost from the accurate gun.
Oh boy.
Oh, I missed.
I think it's really moot because
No. 1 point of damage. It's still 1 point of damage.
No, because it's not auto fire where he can turn around and shoot someone else. I mean, if
No.
the bombers are done, the bombers are done.
yeah, that so
I
the
suspect the bombers are done.
yeah, so the ship kind of maneuvers its way around toward the bombers and just turns them into dust.
You got a
Well, the
lot of
Spirit is
paint for the ship.
I'm going to say the Spirit is still glued to the side of one of these asteroids. Dancel's like, yeah, should we go? We should go.
Yeah, but before they start shooting at you.
All
Although
right,
you can take more hits.
well, let's go to another
and-
PC turn then.
Andon is going to lead his 4 remaining squadron mates around and launch another salvo of torpedo. Oh, I can't. They're slow firing.
Yeah.
Andon's going to lead his remaining squadron mates around and launch a lot of lasers into the remaining TIE fighters.
Okay,
Um,
so they
And
get what was the deal we figured a minute ago? You're going to get a bonus with those.
I decrease the difficulty.
Decrease it by
Yep.
1. Yeah.
And I'm not going to aim, but I do get my astromech helping. I do get the force. And I decrease the difficulty and never bothered going evasive. I'm going to showboat. And let's gunnery this up. That is exactly what I needed. 8 damage 4 times.
All right, 8 times
Just
4
stupid.
against the TIE fighters is going to be exactly 4 of them.
Then I think that
Alright.
leaves me with 1 bonus advantage that I'm just going to restore a strain with. Well, let me make sure I don't have anything cool to do with it.
I drew a line. I didn't mean to. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yes. It's beautiful.
I'm going to use elusive, which is one of the options listed in Stay on Target for large space battles.
Okay.
Jink around craft or debris in the fight, providing some cover, adds setback to all gunnery checks targeting this craft until the pilot's next turn. And then I'm also going to use my maneuver to remain evasive.
All right. So your squadron kind of manages to kind of regroup and loop around behind the fighters and just begin to pick them apart. I think now you're probably like behind them in a pursuit type scenario.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless they're still shooting at me, in which case it's going to turn into a furball. But
Yeah. Okay. Next PC turn.
I guess that's probably going to be Dancel.
Okay.
So let's see. First of all, we moved tripod over to your X-wing, right?
Yep, he's in there.
It's a sore spot.
In that case,
It is.
very well. Danzel's going to go ahead and take the punch it action here. Burst out of this little piece of debris that they've been lingering on, maybe a bit too long. Let's see. And then I think for my action here, I'm gonna go ahead and just gonna do the same thing. So the whole time he's doing the space equivalent of texting and driving. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the same slicing, targeting the capital ships again.
Okay. By the way, kids, don't slice and drive.
Very important. We should inform the viewers.
You're not real, Dad.
Don't attempt this in real life at home.
Jesus.
Nice.
All right. So, yeah, Danzel's going to take a couple of strain from trying to do two things at once. But he's tremendously successful enough that we'll give him another downgrade on the next mass combat check on these Imperial ships, because they just continue to lose systems and have them blink on and off constantly.
Just gonna, as he goes, gonna kind of have a little message scroll across the bridge commander's screen. Fire your IT guy.
LOL hacked.
All your systems belong to us.
In the Empire, they fire the RT guys. In the Rebellion, our IG guys fire at the Empire.
I rolled my eyes. Rolled them hard.
All right. And we got one more PC now.
I think it's me.
Okay.
So I wrote up a descriptive of what I'm doing. I don't know if that's I
missed it. Sorry.
fire.
Stay focused. I see it there.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
We survived long
Get a
enough for
hold
the
of
Alliance
yourself.
to get here. Return fire and hard in reverse. Get the shields back up. All right, so...
That's just commander babble. I don't know what that means. Do I make a leadership check? Do I make a I roll that dice. You tell me, boss. I'm here.
yeah, no.
Boss.
I think it's still leadership check, and we'll make this a we'll make this against two purple. Let's make it against a purple and a red for this particular officer, and
Yeah, cool.
we'll give you I'll give you a boost die on that for just a good concept for how to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Yay,
Nice.
you did it.
There we go.
I did it.
All right. So you got some advantage to spend there, but you've definitely helped yourself out with 2 boosts on your next combat check.
I'm open to ideas on advantage. I'd love maybe. Can we get the shields online? Is that something we can do?
I would, yeah. I mean, you could get the shields back online, and I'll give you, for spending all of them, I'll give you an upgrade on your side of the mass combat check.
Yeah, Dunzo, that's a deal.
So, after he says something, everybody begins to snap to attention, and you kind of feel the ship like maybe it's about to start getting back under control, and maybe you've got a chance to save your hides here. And So they're trying. They're going to try really hard. You know that much at least.
That's all I ask.
And to not die. That might be something else you want to ask. But all right.
I thought that was implied.
Yeah, probably so. So the TIE fighters are going to kind of loop back around. Looks like they've been ordered to return to the ship. And before they return, they are going to open fire on Ataru Squadron. So what?
Don't use.
What?
Oh, never mind.
And
Sorry.
specifically Andon, and I need you to tell me what your defensive bonuses are. And I don't know if your mic's on, Taylor.
Sorry, muted. Upgrade 3 times and 3 setbacks.
Okay. All right. So we got 2 red, 1 purple, 3 black, and yeah, they're maneuvering, so they're not going to be able to aim. So this time it's 8 points of damage.
I'll take that. Annon's going to heroically dive, throw his X in to help screen one of his allies.
And with that, they're kind of headed. They've kind of swooped around and they're headed back toward the main armada.
Has any landed yet?
Yeah, have there been any kind of shuttles or transports
No.
that have deployed yet?
No, not that you've seen.
And numbers-wise, as far as TIE fighters go, you said
There's 25 left.
There's 25 left that are headed back to the ship. There's many more that are in a defensive position around the armada.
right.
And we got another PC turn.
Who else is there? IG? No, IG.
You and
Oh,
Nada.
well.
Yeah.
We'll paint our toenails.
Prepare.
Is there anything coming? Can we see anything in the distance? I put on my scanner goggles or whatever, and I look out into the distance.
All right. So let's do a 4. Like you're just kind of going up on the outside of Foundry 4, right? And
Yeah.
And you
You
got
got
your
some
scanner goggles,
binoculars.
and you're just looking around to see if you can find anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll against 2 purple and 2 red. Roll a
What?
perception check.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
No,
Do
you
I
don't.
get anything?
You don't see
I'm
or
using
suspect a
go-
thing.
I don't get
Doesn't she
anything
have
for
a
that.
boost from like the stem or something like that?
No, the boost,
2 willpower.
The boost is to willpower only.
We'll
and
find
it's
out.
just boost of 1 willpower, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, okay, Kate, Nada, do you see any? What do your Twi'lek eyes see?
And is that, onto my turn or what?
Yeah, we'll get on to your turn in a minute. But is there anything else? So Kira kind of got had the vision, kind of heard some things over the comms, and just ran out to see if she sees anything, and she doesn't.
Can I ask Corvin Dare where is he at?
He is still in the observe. It's not an observatory. It's the star mapping place.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him or tell him to get out of Dodge. He needs to get out of there ASAP.
He says, "Why? Is there something wrong?"
Yeah, I kind of had one of my vision things, and I saw an Inquisitor, so I need you to get out of there.
All right, we'll start packing up and get out as quick as we can.
No, like, get your crap and go. Anything that's non-essential, you just leave there. Anything that doesn't have important rebel information or you need to survive, you leave. We'll get it later.
He says, "All right, understood."
Let me know when you're back to safety or whatever. Did anything else happen with the thing?
No.
The orb?
No, he says,
Okay.
I've just been gathering data off of it.
Okay.
Planetarium,
Well,
that was the word I was looking for.
also, hold on. Do we have any demolitionists?
Sure. Like on the Liberator?
On, like, this planet? Like, is there someone that has a grenade and I can say, okay, once those guys get out of there, collapse the tunnel?
Yes, but it's going to take them some time to get over there and get to it.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to take time for those guys to get their stuff together, too.
Right. But you can
All right.
you can bark an instruction like that at somebody if you want to.
Yeah, I'll look for some guys with grenades and tell them to head on over that way. Keep me informed if you see anything odd or suspicious. Same with you, Corvin.
So you pick out a couple of the engineers that are nearby and give them those instructions, and they start putting things together and working toward getting on a land speeder and heading over to the other spire.
All right. Thanks.
And now, in the meantime, on the next turn, the Armada is going to kind of shift its way and poke its way through the debris field, and kind of come straight up on the Liberator here. And they're going to continue to fire on the Liberator, but the fire is going to be a lot lighter this turn because they have slow firing weapons on all these capital ships, and they really unloaded on it the last turn.
See, everyone, the strategy all along was to take all the shots first round.
And now we've got Tanada's turn.
Oh boy. Okay. Try to administer, I guess, more stims to people around me.
All right, so this time you got a boost and an upgrade on your check. And it's an average check.
Okay, one moment.
I've drawn us a little gallery. If you guys want to look at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about two of those, but I got the rest of them.
That's beautiful.
I'm simming up a lot of Mandos for battle.
This one is a little.
Yeah, not sure about that one.
That one's a cop.
Okay. A little bit, this is a PG game.
Oh, I see.
The winner.
All right.
Damn it.
We're just gonna... Game is PG.
Right, so we've definitely got, I'm going to go over, I take you over to the preparations page. I'm going to add stemmed Mandos, inspired and stemmed Mandos.
Stemmed Mandos.
I avoided their rage even more.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't want to
Line up
edit
and get your
this.
boosters.
You okay there, Taylor?
For some reason, it's not wanting to let me edit this text on here. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Okay. So I've got that updated on the other page. We'll see that when it becomes relevant.
And while not doing this, she kind of like looks back distractedly at her, like, "What was that?"
I was wondering if you could see anything.
Little busy.
And
Okay, then.
And so as Liberator, as the shadow of the Star Destroyer starts casting itself over the Liberator, at about that same time, firing out of some debris over here comes the Scavi's ship. And it just opens up on basically on the back side of the Star Destroyer, and that is going to give you another upgrade on the mass combat check. And that is
Good man, Scotty.
actually going to get us to the end of the round, so we're ready for another check. You go on this one, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We still got 5 for the strength on the Imperials, and then we've got a 3 minus 1 is 2 for their leadership, so that's going to give you their base pool of
3 perps and 2 reds.
3 perps and 2 reds, exactly. And then yours is going to begin with a 2, and then it's going to upgrade two yellows and 1 green, but it's going to upgrade twice, so it's effectively 3 yellows.
Cool. I'm going to spend the destiny point. Does that get me a green?
That gets you a green, and you've got 2 boosts that are coming your way as well.
Cool. I'm adding 1 more boost for my leadership check, and then I'm rolling. Here we go. That's fucking brutal, buddy.
Cribbin, what's up, buddy?
That is really bad.
So, all right. This game sucks.
So the fire is not as strong as it was before, but you really just kind of continue to spin as they pass by you and face some fire, and you just not slow them down at all as they park themselves directly over the planet. And now ships, you can see all kinds of shuttles and transports begin to deploy off the Star Destroyer and start moving and making their way toward the surface of the planet.
Oh boy, here we go.
And we will let's do one more combat round tonight. So we'll stay in space for this round. So that gets us back to the top of the order with a PC slot.
All
right.
Go ahead. I've got some stuff I can throw around here before we get to you guys doing the actual fun stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure if we're only doing one more round. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my valuable fact. It's a 2 purple knowledge check here.
Okay.
If I can find my buttons. Wow.
So what were you trying
What is
to
up with everyone?
accomplish there?
What that does is on a success, it gives I can give a triumph to somebody on their turn.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything I can. I may have something I can. Nope. Okay, that's all I got.
All right, you could still use that advantage for something if you want to.
Like,
what kind of information were you trying to gain or recall? Maybe that'll help us.
I was gonna say maybe the like I noticed the specific like holding pattern that the ties are moving into right now, and I can tell that there's like a weak point that I could point out to IG or Andon to attack these shuttles.
Okay. So
Like an exhaust port?
yeah, so you're checking it out and you're seeing that it looks it looks like it's a really strong formation that your conclusion is a strong formation that just can't be easily broken. But you've got a lot of advantage on this check. And so I'm going to say if you notice something else that might have an impact later in the game, give somebody a boost or something like that. Maybe about the transports that are moving down toward the surface of the planet. Maybe about the formation of the capital ships themselves. But you get something else good out of it. Just not quite what you were looking for.
Okay, I recognize like maybe the sizes and types of transports that are moving down, so I have a pretty good guess of what kind of troops and equipment they're moving down.
Okay, sure.
When the ground commander's on.
Or that, could I notice which one is kind of a VIP shuttle?
Yep. Yeah.
Point that out to Andon and IG.
Yeah. So it looks like really tough defense, but you're able to pick out the shuttle that is more or less likely to be the commander that they're going to have on the ground. And you can call that out.
There, IG, in Sector 4-3 Bash. See that Lambda shuttle?
Yep, got it. What about it?
Only important people ride in those. Put holes in it.
Got it.
And we got another PC turn.
Who's drawing a fidget spinner?
It's a type bomber.
It's not. Andon is. Are these transports and shuttles close together?
Hey, but before we move on,
yes.
Danzel, do you still have an action left? Can we move, or are we stuck out here?
That was my action, so I can use. I can use my maneuver
You can use a maneuver.
Yeah, get us up as close as you can to those shuttles.
All right. So to get close to the shuttles, you're going to get close to some of the TIE fighters as well. But you can do that.
We don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, we're hauling it.
Just want you to shoot right through the.
Exactly.
Kill that Lambda shuttle. Destroy it.
Are the shuttles in close enough to one another that blast would take effect on them?
No. No, they're not that foolish.
Well, they were with the bombers.
Yeah. Well, they were trying to fly in tight formation, let the TIEs screen them. It just didn't work out so well.
Are any of the smaller capital ships noticeably damaged?
They've taken a little damage. Yes, the smaller ones have. You'd say maybe a third of their hull points in game terms from some of the counterfire. Well, I mean, the Liberator was aiming at which one? The
Raider.
The Raider. So it's probably lost half its hull points at this point. But not the Gladiator, since you were focus firing on the Radiator, on the Raider.
Radiator.
Yeah.
Raider. New Star Destroyer class.
The worst ship name ever.
I'm sure
What's
there's
the
some
worst
in
name?
Legends.
Oops.
The Radiator ship.
I didn't mean to make a box.
I know the guy that designed the Raider. He's a really nice guy.
All right.
Well, Andon's gonna dive in and try to put some torpedoes in whatever shuttle was pointed out.
Oh my god, destroy the shuttle before
Okay.
it can land.
So
Destiny points.
we're talking double maneuver, so a couple of system strain and a couple of strain to get your ships there in this turn, and then you can fire.
Okay.
This is not a Lambda shuttle, by the way. It's a little bit more heavily armored than that, but it's a shuttle.
Okay. Before I fire at that, do I notice any Any other fancy shuttles in the vicinity?
Go ahead and roll a knowledge warfare hard with 2 setback because there's so much chaos.
Sure. I'm actually going to use my Astromech's assist once per turn on that instead of my other check because this is the one that I'd more interested in and not as good at. You said that was hard with 2 setbacks?
Yes.
I'm
And
going to use...
I'm going to also go and dark side it.
Okay.
How dare you, Matt?
Give me 2 shits here.
We have all these destiny points. We didn't even get to use them.
I'm going to use Sense Danger. Remove the 2 setbacks.
Okay.
I used 2 of them. Did not matter.
I used 1.
Use a Destiny... No, because I want to use that on the actual combat check. Well, no, it's once per check, not once per turn. So I will use a Destiny point back. Because my warfare's not great. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. No, you don't see any others, but you do spot a vulnerability on the command shuttle that will give you an upgrade on your attack against it.
Perfect. I'm going to... Does it have shield?
Yes, it does. It's got 2 shields in the back. You're approaching it from behind, surely.
Yep.
So
It came from behind.
I wonder if I've been remembering my other upgrade from Force Dice. I'm going to showboat.
Yeah, it'd be a bummer if you failed to roll. Couldn't imagine.
No, if he fails a roll, he gets a despair when he uses showboat.
Yeah.
Wow. must
And
be
I'm
a
going to use
bummer.
Touch of Fate. And let's get Swifty.
Ooh, swifty indeed.
2 triumphs.
Okay.
All the crits.
I'm sorry to do this, everybody, but I gotta run.
okay,
Oh, okay.
yeah, not a
I know,
problem.
I'm bummed. But hey, peace out, everybody.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
We'll catch you
Later.
next
If you
time.
die.
Yeah, let me know if I blow up, whatever.
Will do.
Um, let's. Oh yeah, I was torping too. Okay. Let's go ahead and activate linked.
Okay.
So that's 11 damage, breach 6 twice.
Okay. Yeah,
Can
so
you
the
crit
breach
twice?
6 will get all the way through all its hull points. So you managed to slice it up pretty badly, but it's still under control and moving on toward the surface of the planet.
Okay. Can I?
You can crit it, I guess, or did you spend that crit on a?
I did not.
Activate a link.
You have 2 crits.
I do have 2 crits.
Just crit it.
Let's.
Credit.
I want to crit it. Oh, I forgot to upgrade. No, I didn't. I did forget to upgrade that once. That's okay. I forgot.
Wait. Oh,
I forgot the one from the Triumph on the previous check, but that's all right.
you should just roll a yellow and see what it is.
And replace the green with it.
Well, I don't know.
No, I'm fine with this result.
Okay.
I'd like to crit it once,
Okay.
and then I'd like to make it suffer a collision.
All right, so that is.
And I got to look up collision rules real quick.
That's a component hit. And now I got to find the component hit chart.
What is this, 5e?
I know. No, 5e is much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Be like 3.5.
That's the thing about FFG Star Wars is it's a great
Fatal.
system, but the starship stuff is really rough. I mean, it's I don't want to say it's rough in the sense that it's bad. It's just that
It's not as polished.
It's a lot harder to manage. All
I
right.
bet you, yeah. I wonder how different it would be if you did starship combat as often as we do personal combat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like some of it might be experience, but yeah, I do agree. So for the collision, it takes another critical hit, but it gets to subtract its defense times 10 from the.
Yeah, I mean, actually, okay. All right. Well, for the component, we're going to say its ejection system is taken out. You actually
like
just
that.
pick one. You actually just pick one, so I'm going to pick that one for you. And
Good. That means nobody gets away when I shoot him.
and let's see.
Oh, I can't take out the landing gear?
Let's see here. We're going to crit it again.
Yeah, but it gets to subtract its defense times 10, but I guess it would be front defense. Because I assume it's flying into something, not backing into something.
Yeah, the collision, you're right. So it'd be the front defense, but then it's already got a crit, so I'm actually just going to subtract 10 off of it. And that one is power fluctuations. Can inflict system strain to maneuver. And it's now got 2 crits on it. But it's still kind of, it runs into another shuttle, but then it's kind of continues to make its way down. And you can see fighters beginning to move towards you now as you make that hit. But we do have, we're now to our 3rd PC slot, I think.
All right. Anybody got fun stuff to do?
Watch you.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Same shuttle.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on that?
You're going to have 2 setback die on it due to its defenses. And other than that, it's just 2 purple.
All right.
Don't forget the accurate boost.
Yep. Put it in this time. All right. And away we go.
Okay.
Nice.
7 times 4.
It takes 2 to activate it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Times
All right.
4.
7 times 4. So a Taru squadron is behind it, and they're hitting it and slicing it up, and it starts to kind of pull away from them. And then all of a sudden, from a Taru's squadron's perspective, it just blows up into this massive fireball, and the spirit comes kind of whooshing out of the other side of the fireball and directly toward them.
I can't see. I have officer on the windshield.
So the thing just blew up? What?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh,
did.
was there anyone evil in there?
Yeah, did Andon sense anything when it blew up?
No.
Dang.
I mean, he was looking for the ground commander, and
Well, yeah, but I figured he'd probably get a whiff of Darksiders.
yeah. So but I'm sorry, you don't get any kind of whiff that there were any Darksiders in that shuttle.
Well, rats. That would have been too easy.
No Palpatine lightning explosion.
No. So we got another PC slot now. I think we're down to Kira and Nada.
We're
again.
just hanging out. Nothing here. Can't kill anybody. There's not really much for me to do. Unless there's some dudes coming up and I could stab them.
You could try to foresee again, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. Could do that.
Okay.
Unless there's something coming up on the horizon.
No, you don't. You can begin to make out with your binoculars all of these transports coming on into the atmosphere, but that's it.
Ooh, we have our little ghetto flak cannons.
All right, so I'll use those two light side. I'm calm. Kara's calm and relaxed right now.
All right. First one, you see the what looks like on the floor of one of the spires, the boots of this Inquisitor that you saw a moment ago,
Okay.
and his lightsaber is kind of hanging down at his side, and it seems to be standing behind something, but it's not quite clear to you. Beside something, but it's not quite clear to you what it is. But you've just spent 1 point so far.
Okay, so I'm seeing the Inquisitor. I'm seeing his boots.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just getting like a crotch shot. Like what? Like
No,
see his lightsaber.
it's a down. I mean, you're looking like down toward his feet.
Okay. And I see his lightsaber on his hip, or is it on the ground?
It's more like, if you're holding it but you just your hand is kind of in a relaxed position where it's more angled toward the ground. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
And it's activated.
Okay. What do I want to know? Can I get any? Do I see anybody else?
For another force point, you can get an answer to that.
Actually,
you got 2.
What is?
You've got
he
one left to
looking
spin
at?
without spinning a dark side.
Is he looking at something?
He's looking at whatever it is on the ground beside him.
Okay. Well, what is it that he's looking at?
That's your second light side.
Yeah. What is it that he's looking at?
You remember those guys that you sent off to toss the grenades?
Oh, those pieces of crap! Oh, that piece of crap! All right, Nada, I gotta go. Deal with some force stuff.
What?
Do you want to come with me? Because I don't think I could do this on my own.
Just let me make a call to Reese. Just
Okay,
make sure he's prepared.
All right, here's the deal. So, Andon and I found this thing underground in one of these tunnels, right? Right, one of these cavern guys things. Okay, so it was like this big orb, like a big globe you would see in school, with like just for one planet, like whatever they would have that.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, but like, it reacts to the Force, but it reacts to the bad side of the Force. I don't know if you know how the Force works. With like, there's the Force, and then there's like the dark side, which is like, whenever you're really angry or upset and you, that's like the dark side, I guess.
Okay, this sounds kind of urgent. Let's kind of condense it.
Okay, the orb might be a super weapon. We don't know for sure, but I did that thing where I look in my head, the vision thing, and remember those guys? I said, "Hey, get back."
Yeah.
Go to the thing. I had a vision with the Inquisitor looking down at their bodies. So
Nata's face just kind of falls a bit.
Okay. So let's. You want to just head there?
It's either that or let him have a super weapon.
Yeah.
A maybe super weapon.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay, so maybe it's not a super weapon. It's a
map of super weapons.
A map of super weapons, maybe. Oh. Whatever, there's a huge map in it, and it's probably a bad idea for an Inquisitor to get a hold of it.
The Empire in general, yes, I agree.
Yes, and that might be like ancient evil Force users. Kara's gonna point to the cube on her belt. It's like, this is from one of those places.
Okay, so the orb is bad. We need to get it before he does.
Yes, or we need to stop him from getting to it.
All right.
All right. Who can we leave in charge?
Well, you might.
We do have Nom.
Yeah, Nam is there, and then you're going to
His
be
daughter.
joined by some of your colleagues in Foundry 4. Will be joined by some of your colleagues that are in space right now in a few minutes.
Okay, hey, comms, Andon.
What?
We're going to the orb.
Why?
I had a vision of the Sith Inquisitor there.
That's super bad.
Yeah, that's why Nada and I are going, so as soon as you guys can get out of space and land and deal with the troops, that would be fantastic.
Yep, great. Ping me your position.
Okay, ping.
Not now. When you find him.
Well, you know where the thing is at.
Yeah, but you might meet him on the way. I don't
Okay.
really have time to talk.
Okay, bye. Love you, bye. I have to tell Andon I love him so he doesn't die.
All right.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to use the NPC slot for the TIE fighters that are flying in formation around the squadron. They're going to take one shot each at Ataru Squadron and at the Spirit. So what kind of defensive does the Ataru Squadron have up right now?
2 upgrades and 2 black. Or 3 black still.
7, 8, 9, 10 more damage. They can't activate linked, obviously. And
That'll have to take out one of the X-Wings.
all right, so another X-Wing kind of gets hit and goes spinning off to the side again. We'll figure out if they're dead or not later. And now, same thing against the Spirit, which I don't think has... Is the Spirit evasive or anything right now, Danzel?
Just 1 defense.
Okay, 1 defense.
No. Bye, IG. It's been real, and it's been good.
We don't do that evasive crap.
That's 8.
I like to do worse against you.
And again, they can't link, but that's 8 points of damage. So
What's
you
our
get
shields?
1. I assume it was 1 because you said 1 defense.
What's our soak? Sorry.
Your armor,
Ship
yeah,
soak.
you're looking for your armor.
Right.
What's the Wayward Spirit's armor, Taylor?
4.
4.
4.
All right, so that's going to be 4 points of hull damage to the Wayward Spirit.
I think that's the first time we've been hit in a while.
Andon feels it through the force.
All right, and now Nada's got a turn if she wants before we're done tonight.
Yeah, so Nada's probably going to, just establish with Reese that she's not going to be on the front lines, that he should probably expect more people coming his way to prepare accordingly. And then on the front line, she'll probably try to assign people to basically run the injured back to base if need be. Find like a couple people from the foundry and make sure they have a speeder that they can run people back on.
Right, and
We need a speeder too.
they're all looking
We had
confused at you,
Okay.
like, "Wait, where are you going? Why are you leaving now?"
Can I do like a leadership to kind of dissuade fears and or get them back in line?
Yes.
Can I give a
difficulty?
boost because can I give her a boost or something for?
For assistance, yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll go leadership with a boost. It's going to be against 2 purple, and we're going to add 2 setback because it's a pretty dire situation right now. So that's 2 black, 2 purple, 1 blue on your leadership.
Use a destiny point.
1 sec.
She's whispering use a destiny point, probably because it's the last check of the game, and there's really no reason not to. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. I just wanted to check my sheet and make sure there was nothing I could use to negate the setbacks.
Right.
Hooray! Oh, I was looking at the wrong roll.
Yes, I can actually remove those 2 disadvantage.
Okay.
And I will use a destiny point. So what does that give me again?
So that'll actually give you. You need to check off upgrade for that destiny point in your dice pool, and then if you've got the rest of it set, I think you said you could eliminate the 2 blacks, so that's just 2 purples and 1 blue, and then the upgrade.
There we go.
Heyo.
All right. So Nada kind of explains the situation briefly, says you'll be okay, we'll be back, and everybody kind of seems to calm down a little bit and continue to focus on the tasks that are in front of them. And with that, our session tonight is going to come to an end.
Ah.
So tonight, you did a great job of protecting the orbital shipyard and distracting, even though you took a pretty bad beating for it, distracting the fleet from focusing any more fire on the orbital shipyard, which you could have done as it was passing by if it weren't for the threat from the Liberator. And so I give you 5 XP for that. Andon's definitely going to get his 5 for space superiority today.
Should get like 12, 35.
And IG is going to get for combat superiority as well. Is IG a ground I guess it's a ground combat thing, really, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I don't think it matters with IG. Killing's killing.
that'll hold off.
We did just smoke the ground commander.
Yeah, you did. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and give him 3 for that. Because even though he's winning before he's even started fighting. So that's going to add 8 more to your contribution rank, which is going to get it up to 65. And you've got your 5 XP as well from this session, which I'll add to upgrade the log. And with that, I'm going to end the stream for tonight. Don't think
5
we had
XP?
Don't think we had any viewers, but we'll probably get some people on YouTube. So if you're there, thanks for watching and good night.